Hey Brendon, this is Connie Lynne. You asked me to put together a short video on how your training has impacted me, my life and my business. Well, first off, I have to say a big thank you. I have been a student of yours for some time now, and I've taken many of your ideas and concepts and built upon them. My business, Necessity for Failure, is flourishing because of that. Thank you. However, I am not here to talk about Necessity for Failure's growth. I am here to share the impact of your personal story on my life. About 2.5 years ago, my 19-year-old daughter, Amber, had started her first year university, and like most young adults, she began questioning her unique contribution to the world. She questioned herself on things like, am I living the life that I'm supposed to live? Am I doing enough? She was genuinely concerned for others and really wanted to help change the world. Late one evening, my daughter and I sat back gazing at the ceiling in the living room, contemplating the meaning of life. Within the darkness, my daughter softly asked me, "Mom, how do we know we have truly lived?" I thought, and then I remember what you, Brendon, had recognized as 3 important questions that we should be prepared to ask ourselves at the end of our life. Did I live? Did I love? And did I matter? My daughter loved the significance of those questions. We bonded that evening with the knowledge that we were both on the right track, not just existing, but living. Fast forward to this past September 2011. I would never have imagined, nor could I have ever prepared myself for where I was to speak and to whose life I was to pay tribute to. There I was, standing before a most distinctive audience, packed within the church were my daughter's closest friends, family, and loved ones. They had all gathered in honor of my daughter's life. You see, sadly, this was a memorial for Amber. My daughter had been driving back from university to celebrate my dad's 70th birthday, her grandpa, when tragically she was involved in a car accident. She died instantly. She had just turned 21, less than a month earlier. In her short life, my daughter had done many things, including traveling across Canada with a youth team, spending some time in Europe. She had also spent a summer with Canada World Youth in Ecuador, helping the less fortunate. She had lived her life. She had followed her heart. As I stood before everyone that came from far and wide to celebrate my daughter's life, I choked back the tears as I told the story of my evening with Amber 2.5 years earlier. I repeated the questions that we might ask at the end of our lives. After speaking, I paused for a moment and I looked up with a tearful smile as I said, she had indeed done all these 3 things. She had lived, she had loved, and she did in fact matter. I want to thank you again, Brendon, for impacting me, not just in my business, but more importantly in mine, my daughter's, and other people's lives. Oh, one more thank you. Because I have been so successful, I was able to take my daughter to Las Vegas for her 21st birthday, less than 2 weeks before she died. We had such an incredible time. Again, thank you. This is Connie.